Check, check, check. 1, 2, 3. Hey, shalom hermanos y hermanas, aquí el hermano ISRAELITES del Reino del Norte, trayendo un poco de edificación para ustedes negros, latinos y indígenas, que son el pueblo de Israel. Shalom brothers and sisters, your brother ISRAELITES for the Northern Kingdom, bringing some edification for you Negro, Latino, and indigenous who are the biblical Israelites. Before we start, I want to give all praise and honor to Yahweh, being the name of the Lord, Jehovah, God, Yah, Rahaya, it's Yah, creator of all the ancient days. Bahasham is in the name of, and Yahweh Shai is the one you guys call it Jesus or the Christ, technically speaking. And we give double honors to elders in GMS, we learn this truth. Shalom to the apostles, the bishops, to the men down the highways and byways who've 100% truth day and night. Shalom to you. Shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel, the Bakar in the Hebrew, the house of David being rebuilt once again. Shalom to you. Shalom to the speckled birds among the heathen nations that look like the heathen nations. Return to the house of Israel that are better edified by these videos. Shalom to you. So ya invocamos el nombre del Padre Todopoderoso, Yahweh. Se lo ves aquí. Yahweh en el paleo hebreo. Y se ves aquí. Ese es el hebreo moderno o el asiriano, Yahweh, el existente, el yo soy, ¿okay? Su hijo, ¿okay? Yahweh Shai, ¿okay? Aquí está el asiriano, Yahweh Shai, el Salvador, ¿okay? Dos entidades separadas, el Padre y el Hijo. El Padre está sentado y el Hijo está sentado a la mano derecha. Entonces nuestro alfabeto, ¿okay? Esta es la lengua que vamos a estar hablando, ¿okay? En el reino, pero muy poco de nosotros estamos hablando esta lengua, ¿okay? Este hebreo en Egipto, como en la profecía, que 5 ciudades en Egipto van a hablar el hebreo, ¿okay? No están hablando del Egipto de antes, están hablando de Egipto de hoy. Okay, nuestra última captividad, que nosotros estamos regresando al Padre y al Hijo y a nuestra cultura, okay, que es el hebreo, que es ser un israelita, de arrepentir y declamar el nombre de Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Esa es la diferencia de Jesús y Dios. Okay, so a lot of people are calling upon God and Jesus, and that ain't going to do it. Okay, because the truth is that's the name we're coming in with, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. That's the authority we're coming with. Este es Isaías 29 y 13. El Señor me dijo, este pueblo me sirve de palabra y me honra con la boca, pero su corazón está lejos de mí, y el culto que me rinde son cosas inventadas por los hombres y aprendidas de memorias. Por eso, con prodigios y milagros, dejaré otra vez maravillado a este pueblo. La sabiduría de sus sabios y la inteligencia de sus inteligentes desaparecerán. Hay de aquellos que se esconden del Señor para ocultar sus planes, que hacen sus maldades en las sombras y dicen, nadie nos ve, nadie da cuenta. Qué modo de pervertir las cosas, como si el barro fuera el igual y aquel que lo trabaja, un objeto, no va a decir al que lo hizo, tú no me hiciste. O el barro le está diciendo al alfarero, el que elabora, ¿por qué me hiciste? ¿Okay? Nosotros le estamos diciendo al Señor también eso. ¿Okay? Ni una pieza de barro, al que lo fabrica, no sabe lo que está haciendo. ¿Okay? Porque es como diciendo que tú le estás diciendo al Señor que tú no sabes lo que estás haciendo. Eso es falta de respeto. El Señor sabe todo lo que tiene que hacer, declaró el fin desde el principio. ¿Ok? Eso es lo que muchos de ustedes no entienden. Isaiah 29:13. And Yahweh said, these people claim to worship me, but their words are meaningless, and their hearts are somewhere else. Their religion is nothing but human rules and traditions, which they have simply memorized. So I will startle them with one unexpected blow after another, one earthquake after the next earthquake after the next earthquake. Okay? Those who are wise will turn out to be fools, and their cleverness will be useless. Those who try to hide their plans from the Lord are doomed. They carry out their schemes in secret and think no one will see them or know what they are doing. They turn everything upside down, which is more important than the potter or the clay. Can something you have made say, you didn't make me? Or can it say, you don't know what you're doing? As the saying goes, before long, the defense forest will come and farmland will go back to the forest. So basically, what he was saying in the analogy of the person who's working the clay, right? The sculptor, the artist, that we're telling the Lord that he doesn't know what he's doing. Okay? And that's exactly the position what a lot of people are saying, well, why haven't you come now? We've been waiting on you. The Lord is going to come on his accordance. And nobody can tell you the day, the hour, because no angel knows. And nobody knows about the Father. Okay? So he can't, the Son ain't going to know, and the angels ain't going to know. Only the Father. This is what a lot of people don't understand. Yeah, we're close, but we still have to have patience. Ese es Isaías 31. Y el Señor afirma, ay de los hijos rebeldes que hacen planes sin contar conmigo y preparan proyectos que no les inspiró la manera que amontaban pecado sobre pecado. Se van a toda prisa a Egipto y mi nombre ni me lo consultan. Buscan apoyo para la protección del faraón. Se refugian bajo la sombra de Egipto, pero la protección del faraón los defrauda. Y el refugio de la sombra de Egipto será su humillación. En tiempos antiguos, nosotros corríamos a Egipto. Hoy en día el Egipto moderno es Estados Unidos. Aquí está toda la tecnología, la fuerza. Y nuestra gente piensa que aquí va a poder protegerse o van a estar más salvos que en cualquier lugar. El Señor ya les tiene el juicio a este lugar, a estos malditos, ¿ok? So ellos no van a poder escapar el juicio de Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Y nuestra gente va a estar aquí con ellos. So ellos también van a recibir juicio, ¿ok? Aunque ustedes hayan enviado embajadores hasta las ciudades de Zoán y de Hanes, todos quedarán defraudados por esas naciones inútiles. Okay? This is Isaiah 30:1. And the Lord has spoken. Those who rule in Judah are doomed because they rebel against me. They follow plans that I did not make and sign treaties against my will, piling one sin against another. They go to Egypt for help without asking my advice. They want Egypt to protect them, so they put their trust in Egypt's king. But the king will be powerless to help them, and when Egypt's protection will end in disaster. Right? Because the majority of our people think that the United States is the place to be. There's a safer place to be. So they'll come from Jamaica. They'll come from Haiti, right? And all the rest of the Americas. And they think that they can hide in the shadow of America. But you have to understand that America has a judgment. And the Lord is going to give that judgment to this place. That it's going to be utterly destroyed. And so us, as Israelites, running to protection to men, but not to the Lord, is an insult to the Lord. Okay? Vamos a ir a Lamentaciones 4. Lamentaciones 4 y 21. Ríete y alégrate, nación de Edom, tú que reinas en la región de Uz. También a ti te llegará el trago amargo y quedarás borracha y desnuda. Porque estar borracho y desnudo es una filosofía que el Señor les dio el poder a esta nación y emborrachar las otras naciones. Pero ahora es el tiempo de esta nación de emborracharse y que todo salga contra ellos, ¿sí? Tu castigo ha terminado, ciudad de Sion. O el castigo de ustedes negros, latinos e indígenas ha terminado. Nuestro tiempo de irnos ya era tiempo, pero no nos dejan ir. Así como en Egipto no nos dejaban ir. ¿Por qué? Nosotros producimos todo. ¿Okay? Somos los mejores boxeadores, corredores, futbolistas. Si nosotros, esta sociedad muere, se seca. ¿Okay? Nosotros somos los mejores chefs, artistas, músicos. ¿Okay? Tu castigo ha terminado, ciudad de Sion. El Señor no volverá a desterrarte, pero castigará tu maldad, nación de Edom, y pondrá a descubierto tus pecados. El tiempo del castigo de los edomitas está a mano. El tiempo de nosotros, de liberarnos, está llegando su tiempo. Por eso es tiempo de arrepentir, es tiempo de regresar al Señor. Todas esas cosas, ¿ok? This is Lamentation 4:21. Laugh on, people of Edom and Uz. Be glad while you can. But basically, you white people just got to live it up, man. Have a good time. What little bit left is left. Your disaster is coming to you. You will stagger naked in shame. Zion has paid for her sin, and the Lord will not keep up us in exile any longer. So our time of you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, our punishment is done. But this place will not let us go, like Egypt. Okay? Why? Because we're the best entertainer. We're the golden goose that creates everything. Their music, their entertainment, their food. Who grows their food? Who picks their food? Okay? From the top to the bottom. Okay? Zion has paid for her sins, and the Lord will not keep us in exile any longer. But Edom, you so-called white people, and the Lord will punish you, and he will expose your guilty acts. Okay? So that time for the judgment of America is close. Este es Habacuc 2:8. Las naciones se unirán en contra tuya y te sacarán como tú las saqueaste a ellas. Te harás pagar todos tus crímenes. Las violencias te comiste en el país contra las ciudades y sus habitantes. Ay de ti que has llenado tu casa con el producto de tus robos, para ponerte a salvo todo peligro. De ese modo has cubierto tu casa de vergüenza y has causado tu propia destrucción. Al destruir a numerosas naciones, aún las piedras de los muros y la madera de las vigas gritarán en contra tuya. Ay de ti que construyes tus ciudades sobre la base de crimen y la injusticia. El Señor Todopoderoso va a hacer inútil tu trabajo y tu fatiga. pues todas tus obras serán destruidas por el fuego. ¿Okay? Esas bombas nucleares que vienen, ¿okay? Hermanos y hermanas. Habakkuk 2:8. You have plundered the people of many nations, but now those who have survived will plunder you. Because of the murders you have committed, and because of the violence against the people of the world and its cities, you are doomed. You have made your family rich with what you took by violence, and have tried to make your own home safe from harm and danger. But your schemes have brought shame on your family. By destroying many nations, you have only brought ruin on yourself. Even the stones of the walls cry out against you, and the rafters echo the cry. You are doomed. You found the city on crime and built it up by murder. Okay? So that's talking about America. And this place has a judgment that they can't run away from. Okay? So that's what's coming to this place. And there's nothing that no one can do about it. Because the Lord loves judgment. This is Zechariah 8:20. This is Zacarías 8:23. En aquel tiempo, 10 extranjeros de las demás naciones agarrarán por la ropa de un judío y les dirán: queremos ir con ustedes porque hemos oído que Dios está con ustedes. Okay. Y esas profecías, eso todavía no ha pasado, pero va a pasar. This is Zechariah 8:23. In those days, 10 foreigners will come to one Jew and say, we want to share in your destiny because you have heard that God is with you. So the translation is a little fuzzy because it should say that 10 men shall hold by the fringes of him that is a Jew. Okay. So in this translation, it kind of failed. Zacarías 9:9. Alégrate mucho, ciudad de Sión. Canta de alegría, ciudad de Jerusalén. Tu rey viene y tu justo victorioso, pero humilde montado en un burro. Eso pasó, okay, el día de Palmas, okay, en Jerusalén cuando el Señor vino en ese burro. Pero esa es la profecía que fue pasada, okay. This is Zechariah 9:9. Rejoice, rejoice, people of Zion. Shout for joy, you people of Jerusalem. He comes triumphant and victorious, but humbled and rigid on a donkey, on a colt, and a foal of a donkey. And that was fulfilled the time of the Messiah when he came into Jerusalem in the Day of Palms. Okay? That he came in that donkey was fulfilling the prophecy of Zechariah. Okay? Este es Joel capítulo 2, versículo 1. Toquen la trompeta en el monte de Sión. El toque la alarma en la santa monte del Señor. Tiemblen todos los que viven en Judá, porque ya está cerca el día del Señor. Día de oscuridad y de tinieblas, día de nubes y sombras. Un ejército fuerte y numeroso se ha desplegado sobre los montes. Como la luz de los amanecer, nunca antes se vio y no se verá jamás. Nada que se le parezca. Son como el fuego de todos los que devora, que ya quema antes de pasar. Y aún después ha pasado. La tierra antes de su llegada era un paraíso. Cuando se van, parece un desierto y no hay nada que le escape. Ok, so aquí el profeta Joel está describiendo un misil. Ok, y cuando ese misil viene, es como un paraíso. Pero cuando cae y lo deja después, es como un desierto. todo está destruido. Okay? This is Joel 2:1. Blow the trumpet, sound the alarm in Zion, God's sacred hill. Tremble, people of Judah. The day of the Lord is coming, and I will be a dark and gloomy day, a black and cloudy day. The great army of locusts advanced like darkness, spreading over the mountain. There has never been anything like it, and there has never will be again. Like fire, they eat up the plants. In front of the land is like a garden of Eden, but behind them is a barren desert. Nothing escapes them. They look like horses. They run like war horses, and they leap on top of mountains. They crackle like the dry grass of fire, and they're lined up in great armies, ready for battle. As they approach, everyone is terrified. Every face turns pale. They attack like warriors. They climb the walls like soldiers. They all keep marching straight ahead and do not change their direction or get in each other's way. Their swarm draws the fence, and nothing can stop them. And they rush against the city. They run over the walls, and they climb up with the house and go into the windows like the thieves. And this is Joel describing the missiles. When a missile comes in, right, it has a projection, a GPS. It doesn't get in the way of the other missile, okay? And when it comes, it's like a paradise. But when it leaves it, it's like a desert, destroyed, okay? So these are beautiful times we're coming in, because prophecy is being fulfilled. Ese es Osea 1:10. Un día los israelitas serán como la arena del mar, que nadie puede medir ni contar. Y en vez de decirles, ustedes ya no son mi pueblo, Dios les dirá, ustedes son los hijos del Dios viviente. Entonces se juntarán la gente de Judá y de Israel, y nombrarán un jefe único, y de todas partes volverán a Jerusalén. Grande será el día de ISRAELITES. Okay? Entonces esa es la profecía, porque el Señor murió para traer las 12 tribus juntas. Y vamos a leerlo. Este es el libro de Osea, y lo vamos a leer el libro de Ezequiel. Hosea 1:10. The people of Israel will become like the sands of the sea, more than cannot be counted or measured. Now God said to them, you are not my people, but the day is coming when he will say to them, ye are the children of the living God. The people of Judah and the people of Israel will be reunited. They will choose for themselves a single leader. And once again, they will grow and prosper in their land. Yes, the day of ISRAELITES will be a great day. Okay? So let's get that in the book of Ezekiel. Because basically the Lord came for the 12 tribes to bring them together, because they were not together. Okay? Este es Ezequiel 37 y 13, perdón, 15. El Señor se dirigió y me dijo, toma un palo y escribe en él Judá y sus aliados israelitas. Toma luego otro palo y escribe José, representando por Efraín y todos los aliados del resto de Israel. Enseguida, júntalos uno en tu mano y el uno con el otro, de manera que formarás uno solo. Cuando tus compatriotas te digan, explícanos lo que significa, diles, esto dice el Señor, voy a tomar el palo de José, que esté en manos de Efraín y de las demás tribus aliadas de Israel, y le voy a juntar con el palo de Judá para convertirlo en un solo palo en mi mano. Ten en una mano la vista de ellos, los dos palos sobre los cuales escribiste. Luego diles, esto dice el Señor, voy a sacar a los israelitas de entre las naciones y a donde han sido, para reunir a toda parte y los haré volver a su tierra. Haré de ellos una sola nación en este país, en los montes de Israel, y tendrán un solo rey, y no volverán a estar divididos entre dos naciones, ni separados en dos reinos. Tampoco volverán a mancharse adorando ídolos repugnantes, ni comiendo toda clase de pecado. Y los libraré de todas las infidelidades que han cometido, y los limpiaré de sus pecados. Ellos serán mi pueblo y yo seré su Dios. Mi siervo David será el rey único, pastor de todos ellos. Y ellos me obedecerán y cumplirán mis leyes y decretos. Vivirán en el país que di a mi siervo Jacob, donde también vivieron sus antepasados. Allí vivirán siempre ellos y sus hijos todopoderosos, descendientes, y mi siervo David será siempre su jefe. Haré con ellos una alianza para asegurar una vida tranquila. Será una alianza eterna. Haré aumento y número, y para siempre pondré mi santo templo en medio de ellos. Viviré entre ellos, y yo seré su Dios, y ellos serán mi pueblo. Cuando mi santo templo esté para siempre en medio de ellos, las demás naciones reconocerán que yo los escogí a Israel como mi posesión sagrada. El Señor escogió a Israel y siempre va a escoger a Israel, ¿ok? Es ustedes negros, latinos y indígenas, no la gente en Israel. Esas son las sinagogas de Satanás, ¿ok? Ezekiel 37:15. And the Lord spoke to me again. Mortal man, he said, take a wooden stick and write it on the words, the kingdom of Judah. Then take another stick and write on the words, the kingdom of Israel. Then hold two sticks end to end in your hand, and they look like one stick. When your people ask you to tell them what this means, tell them, the sovereign Lord, I'm going to take the stick representing Israel and put it out and represent Judah. Out of the two, I will make one stick and hold it in my hand. Hold it in your hand, the two sticks, and let the people see them. Then tell them, I, sovereign Lord, I'm going to take my people out of the nations where they have gone. Gather together and bring them back in their own land. I will unite them into one nation in one land, in the mountains of Israel, and they will have one kingdom to rule over them. And they will no longer be divided into two nations or split into two kingdoms. Okay? And we just read that, right? And another prophet, right? But this is why the Messiah came, to bring all tribes together. Este es Mateo 15:21. Y Yahushua dirigió de allí a la región de Tiro y Sidón, y una mujer cananea de aquella región se le acercó, gritando, Señor, hijo de David, ten compasión de mí. mi hija tiene un demonio que hace sufrir mucho. Yahushua no le contestó nada. Entonces sus discípulos se acercaron y le dijeron y le rogaron: dile a esa mujer que se vaya, porque viene gritando detrás de nosotros. Y Yahushua dijo: Dios me ha enviado solamente a las ovejas perdidas del pueblo de Israel. Él está diciendo a otra mujer, a otra nación, que ¿qué? Él no viene para ella. Ella viene, el Señor viene para las ovejas perdidas de la casa de Israel. Que eso no ha cambiado. Pero la mujer fue arrodillándose, declarando de él, diciendo: Señor, ayúdame. Y Yahushua le contestó: no está bien quitarle el pan a los hijos y dárselo a los perros. Ahora le llamó una perra a esta mujer. Ese es el Mesías hablando. Ella le dijo: sí, Señor, pero hasta los perros comen de las migajas que caen de la mesa de sus amos. Entonces le dijo Yahushua: mujer, qué grande es tu fe, y hagarás como quieras. Y desde ese mismo momento su hija quedó sana. Ok, no recibió salvación, nomás le dio una borona que era curar su hija. Y no sabemos que su hija si era una israelita o no. Ok, muy importante de ver esos detalles y ver que el Señor no vino para las otras naciones. Okay. Él mismo lo dice. Es Matthew 15 and 21. Yahushua left the place and went off to the territory near the city of Tyre and Zidon. A Canaanite woman who lived in the region came to him. Son of David, she cried out, have mercy on me. My daughter is a demon and is in terrible condition. But Yahushua did not say a word to her. His disciples came to him and begged him, send her away. She followed us and making all these noise. Then Yahushua replied, I have been sent only to the lost sheep of the people of Israel. So he's telling her, I'm not even here for you. What are you talking about, man? I can't do nothing for you. And this woman came and fell at his feet. Help me, sir, she said. And Yahushua answered, it isn't right to take the children's food and to throw it to dogs. So he just called this woman a dog, told her that I can't give you what belongs to the children, which are the Israelites. That's true, sir, she answered. But even the dogs eat the leftovers that fall from the master's table. So Yahushua answered her, you are a woman of great faith. What will be done for you? At that very moment, her daughter was healed. So a lot of people, see, she had a lot of faith. But faith without works is death, right? So yes, she got a crumb, but a crumb is not the whole loaf of bread. The whole loaf of bread belongs to the children of Israel. He told her that. He called her a dog. 4 de Esdras, capítulo 13, versículo 40. Esas son las 10 tribus del norte que fueron llevadas prisioneros de su propia tierra en el tiempo del rey Osea, en quien Salmanasar, el rey de Asiria, llevó cautivo y los llevó sobre las aguas, y así entraron en otra tierra. Pero ellos tomaron ese consejo entre ellos. Pero ellos tomaron ese consejo entre ellos, que dejarán la multitud de los paganos y se irán a un país más lejano, donde nunca había habitado la humanidad, para que allí guardarán sus estatutos, que nunca cumplieron en su propia tierra. Y entraron al Eufrates por los estrechos pasajes del río, porque el Altísimo les hizo señales y detuvo el diluvio hasta que pasaron. Porque a través de ese país había un gran camino por recorrer, es decir, de 1 año y medio. Y la misma región se llama Arzaret. Y Arzaret, acuerdo a la enciclopedia de los judíos en las Américas. ¿Okay? Entonces habitaron allí hasta el último tiempo. Y ahora cuando empezarán a llegar, ¿qué? El tiempo de Judá es el tiempo que van a empezar a llegar los esclavos. ¿Okay? Entonces habitarán allí hasta el último tiempo. Y ahora cuando empezarán a llegar, las alturas detendrán de nuevo los manantiales del arroyo para que puedan pasar. Por tanto, has visto la multitud en paz. ¿Okay? Entonces, como los indígenas vinieron a las Américas, acuerdo a las Santas Escrituras, las 10 tribus de la nación de Israel. Esa es la verdadera gente de las Américas, acuerdo, ¿okay? Los libros apócrifos y de acuerdo a Cristóbal Colón. ¿Okay? Porque Cristóbal Colón usó ¿qué? Los libros deuterocanónicos para encontrar las Américas. No es nada nuevo. Okay? GMS pushing on the wicked. Hey, shalom, brother. Yahweh Shemi Hoshep Rakadad. So, yeah, that was 2nd Ezra chapter 13, verse 40, which I'm going to get in English. But this is something that we have to know, that who was here before is the northern kingdom, the 10 tribes, which, the Captain Tazariak was just saying is people, melanated people. Yeah, the melanated people, but all skin folk ain't kinfolk, man. So we got to make it clear. We can't let it open for any people just to take over and claim this land to be theirs, because that's a false. The Lord gave this land to the northern kingdom, and that's what it is. So we always have to be ready to protect the gospel, the good news, because of course we got false prophets, and we have these men, these gatekeepers, given to have truths. So we have to make it clear. We have to make the vision clear. So this is 2nd Ezra chapter 13 and verse 40. Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hosea, the king, whom Salmanassar, the king of Assyria, led away captives. And he carried them over the waters, and so came they into another land. But they took this counsel among themselves, that they would leave the multitude of the heathens and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt, that they might there keep their statutes, which they never kept in their own land. And they entered into the Euphrates by the narrow passage of the river. For the Most High then showed signs for them, and held still the flood till they were passed over. For that country there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half. And we've heard that before, all right? A year and a half, right? King Solomon had a navy of Tarshish that it took a year and a half, and then it took another year and a half, 3 years, and he was waiting for his monkey, peacocks, and the gold of Ophir. So, very true. James 1:1, the servant of God, of the Lord Mashiach Yahushai, to the 12 tribes that were scattered abroad. Greetings. That's right, brother. We got to make it clear because we can't make it murky for our people. We have to give them that clean water, the living water, man. And they entered into the Euphrates by the narrow passage of the river. For the Most High then showed them signs and held still the flood, and they were passed over. For to that country there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half. And that same region is called Arsareth. Okay? So if you look up Arsareth in the Jewish Encyclopedia, it'll tell you that it's the land beyond the river that is what you would call the Americas. And that's what Christopher Columbus used to find the 10 tribes, to enslave the 10 tribes. Okay? Habakkuk 2:2. GMS, pushing the wicked, 7064. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, and they may run to read it. And that's right, Doc. We got to make it plain, so plain that a child could get it, because these guys are leaving it out there. They're leaving it open to interpretation, which there is no interpretation. It tells you there's no private interpretation. So we are the men of the Lord. We got to give it and make it sure it's understandable. We're not going to leave the door wide open to different ideas or swelling or whatever ideas they have, because that's nonsense. This is the days where the truth is being declared, while the skirt is being lifted up. So more truth has to be true. All the understanding has to be out. Okay, so the time of I don't know or that's not true. That means that the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is not with you. Because if not, it would be clear, crystal clear. That's why we follow the apostles of the great millstone, and they tell us, do your work, do your labor, pray to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, do your fasting. You got to do your part, because you have to make that vessel to be clean, so that the Lord can abide with you, can deal with you, be part of his army. If not, then forget about it. The Lord can't use you, and that's the time we're in. Okay. Okay, the Great Migration. Okay, and of course we have artifacts to prove that we came from Assyria. Okay, so this artifact here is in the Syrian cuneiform form. Okay, let me read that. 1877, Chief Joseph, leader of the Nez Perce native tribe, reveals his ancient artifact to General Nelson A. Miles. It was a pendant, a 1-inch square clay tablet with the Assyrian writing. Chief Joseph said the tablet had been passed down in his family for many generations. So there you go. And this is a receipt for lamps. Okay? And so they brought it, all the way from the so-called Middle East to here. Just like the prophecy said. Okay? So you people gotta stop it. You gotta know that this is real. that these people have been trying to hide our culture, hide the existence of the Israelites from the beginning of time. Okay, and we can't allow that, because the Lord has given us a position to bring the light to this world, to bring the truth, and these people don't want to hear this truth. See, we have the receipts. We have other receipts, and there's paintings of our people going through it. These are melanated people, but they're not the melanated people that Captain Tazariak is telling these people, right? There's painting, there's architecture, there's paintings, there's stone, okay? So all this is information. All this cannot be hidden, cannot be wiped away, okay? So this is the history of the Northern Kingdom that cannot be denied, okay? Because we're not denying the history of the Southern Kingdom. Because we just read Ezekiel 37. We just read how the 12 tribes are going to come together. So it's funny that this is coming out at this time. See, what people are afraid of is this power. This great power is about to fall. This devil is about to have a Christopher Reeves moment, okay? To fall off his horse, to lose his kingdom, okay? To the servants, to the great princes, okay? So you have to understand, this is prophecy, unfolding as we speak. Ecclesiastes 10 and 6. You get that? Salakia got wrapped up in on my fringes, believe it or not. Ecclesiastes 10 and 7. I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth. So that's about to change. That's about to change, brothers and sisters, because prophecy has to unfold. This man has to fall. For great prophecy, for Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of thereof. Okay? So you have to understand that prophecy has to be fulfilled. Okay? Este es Eclesiastes 17. He visto esclavos andando en caballo y príncipes andando por pie, como fueron esclavos. Okay? So yes, prophecy has to be fulfilled. Ezequiel 9:4. So vamos a cerrar con esto. We'll be closing out with this. I'm losing light too quick. Este es Ezequiel 9:4. Y él dijo: recorre la ciudad de Jerusalén y por una señal en la frente de los que sienten tristeza de pesar por todas las cosas desechables que se han hecho en ella. Luego oí y les decía a los otros hombres: vayan tras el recorrer a la ciudad, a comenzar por mi templo, y maten sin ninguna compasión ancianos, jóvenes, muchachas y niños y mujeres, pero no toquen a nadie que tengan la señal. Ellos entonces comenzaron por los ancianos que estaban delante del templo. Okay? This is Ezekiel 9:4. Go through the whole city of Jerusalem and put a mark upon the forehead of everyone who's distressed and troubled because of all the disgusting things being done in the city. And I heard God say to the other men, follow him to the city and kill. Spare no one. Have mercy on no one. Kill the old men, young women, mothers, and children. But do not touch anyone who has a mark on his forehead. And start here at the temple. So they began with the leaders who were standing there at the temple. Okay? So judgment is coming. And there's no one that can stop it because it's prophecy. Because Yahweh Bashim Yahshai is bringing it. And there's no one that nobody can stop it and do it. Okay? Great massacre, pestilence, right? Famine is coming. Earthquakes. We're seeing all these earthquakes are already showing up. And this northern kingdom is about to be visited. And pretty soon we're going to go to what? Jamaica, right? Haiti. So the southern kingdom can get a taste of it too. First, he's got to come to what? A clean house, to the house of Israel. And then he's going to come to these dogs, to the other nations. All right? Because that's prophecy that he's going to give us the power over the other nations. Este es Apocalipsis 2:26. A los que salgan vencedores y sigan hasta el fin, haciendo lo que yo quiero que les hagan, les daré la autoridad sobre las naciones. Y así como mi Padre me ha dado autoridad a mí a gobernar a las naciones con un cetro de hierro, y les harán pedazos como las ollas de barro. Revelation 2:26. And those who win the victory, who continue in the end to do what I want, I will give them the authority and receive from my Father. I will give them authority over the nations to rule over them with an iron rod and to break them to pieces like a clay pot. I will also give them the morning star. So that's it, brothers and sisters. The Lord is not playing. The Lord is coming and is giving serious judgment to the house of Israel. and then he's going to come to the other nations. All right. So that's it, brothers and sisters. I hope you guys got edified. Call halal, Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Barakatam, Rakakidash. We give double honors to our elders in GMS. We learned this truth. Shalom to the apostles, the bishops, and to the men down on the highways and byways, giving the 100% truth day and night. Shalom to you. Shalom to ustedes, hermanos y hermanas, que están laborando, escuchando estas palabras y arrepintiendo y regresando a Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai. En nuestro tiempo de arrepentimiento es ahora. Our time of repentance is now. The time of our King's return is at hand. Repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Shalom, brothers and sisters. I hope you guys got edified. Thank you for coming in. And we'll come tomorrow. Hopefully, we'll be live as well. And we'll give another lesson. And we'll go from there. Shalom. And babal, babal.